Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you what I like to call an Indian spiced potato hash. It's really easy and really delicious, and if you are used to or you are a fan of sort of Indian or Middle Eastern food, then chances are you have all these spices on hand and you can turn an easy and sort of standard breakfast item into something really spectacular and full of flavor. The ingredients you'll need are quite a few spices, but like I said, if you're used to making this kind of food, then chances are you have them on hand. Yellow mustard seeds, cumin seeds, coriander seeds, garam masala, cumin, ground coriander, mango powder, chili powder, onion, garlic, ginger paste or grated ginger, and some potatoes. These have been already cooked because you want your potatoes to be already about 90% of the way cooked through, because you're just going to sort of cook them with the spices and the onions and develop good color, but they're not going to be in the pan long enough for them to cook completely, otherwise it would get mushy. So you want to just boil them for about 8 to 10 minutes, depending on the size, in just some cold boiling water. Just put water in a pot, a pinch of salt, put your potatoes in it, and then turn it on and let it come to a boil, and then boil from that point on for about 8 to 10 minutes, or like I said, until they're about 3/4 of the way cooked through. Okay, you're gonna need some ghee, butter, or vegetable oil. I prefer using vegetable oil because it's just what I have on hand at all times. In a large skillet, I've got about 3 tablespoons of the fat. You can use ghee, traditionally you should, but like I said, I don't have it on hand, and I'm certainly not going to make a trip to the grocery store just for that. So I like to use just standard old plain vegetable oil. This is the point while the oil is still cold, that's the time you add your seeds. What that does, it extracts the oils, it extracts from the seeds as the oil is actually warming up, and that's when the flavor is released. You will know when your oil is hot and ready, when those seeds start sort of popping. Some of them might fly out of your pan, but that's totally fine. At that point, we'll add a few more ingredients and we'll just kind of keep going. It's easy and simple, and you're gonna love it. So just let that go, and then we'll proceed. It's starting to pop. I'm gonna add the onion, the garlic, and the ginger, and I'm just going to cook these for a few minutes. I want that onion to really cook down just a little bit. If it develops some color, great. If it doesn't, that's fine, because it's going to continue cooking at a higher temperature once we add the potatoes. So don't be too worried about it. This is the point where everything just sort of becomes fragrant and your whole house is infused with this wonderful spice, or these like wonderful aroma of these spices. It's fantastic. So let that go for a few minutes. I'm going to add the potatoes. It looks like it's going to be overcrowding the pan, but it's fine. Oh, 2 have escaped. Turn this up to about medium high, and you're going to cook this while you constantly kind of have to give these a toss, because you want to make sure that they're developing good color, but they're not getting mushy. So you're going to need to constantly toss these around and just keep cooking them until you see that they're getting nicely golden brown, and that's it. Season this with some salt. Now you're not going to need all of your spice mixture. I just make a full batch of it because I like keeping it on hand for any time I want to make samosas, because this is the same spice mixture I use when I make my samosas or when I want to zhuzh up my everyday hash, which I don't eat hash every day, but you get the idea. I'm going to give these a stir, let them cook for just a couple more minutes so that those spices can kind of adhere to the potatoes and all those natural oils come through. In the meantime, I am going to fry up an egg, and I'll meet you back here to show you what it looks like when it's all done. I'm going to add some scallions, oops, and cilantro. Really kind of brightens it up. You could add peppers to this if you wanted to. I don't. I like it just like this, with chock full of cilantro. I'm the kind of person that a little cilantro is good, a ton is a whole lot better. And I'm going to turn that off. Oh, smells phenomenal. I've got a fried egg, because I'm telling you, you have got to dip these potatoes. A fork! Hold your thoughts. Forgot my fork. You have got to dip this potato in an egg yolk. I know some people don't like runny egg yolks, but you have got to try it. I even left that on, because that is taking breakfast, brunch, dinner, whatever, to a whole new level. And if you are a fan of hash. If you are a fan of those Indian spices, this is a recipe that you will adore. Honestly, admittedly, it's not the most beautiful hash in the world because it is sort of covered with all those spices, so it's taking away some of that white from the potato, but it is so infused. It is just crusted with those whole spices. It's phenomenal. The written recipe will be on ouriNdianKitchen.com. Make it with a fried egg. You will love it. I guarantee it. I hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.